This tutorial will show you the basic steps to build a basic structure for your Blackboard courses. Please ignore this one. This is just for personal use. So assuming that you just get this blank shell of course. So the first thing we need to do is to build up the menus, a basic menu. Obviously, Rick has a basic course menu which you can use, or you can customize your own. I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing they would see usually is announcement. So I wanted to do announcement. So you would say announcement available to users. You need to check this one so all your learners will be able to see that. Submit. Okay, I need to drag it above this line because this is just, it's not relevant. So okay, let's focus on here. So we first built using a tool link to build announcement. Then the second thing is instructor welcome. So here we go, available to users. Sometimes the default template would just add a contact tool, but I would personally suggest you to create an item just like what we're doing here, so you will be able to customize your personal introduction page, and I will show you later what that means. Submit, drag. Okay, so we have announcement, instructor welcome, then obviously syllabus. Drag it here. Okay, that's looking good. Then I would like to add a little divider so people know that it's kind of the second section of the menu. I'm gonna just drag it behind that so it's not interfering. Okay, so now let's add, would say weekly content. So this one will host all your weekly materials by unit or by chapter, does not matter. So drag it here, weekly content. And then usually sometimes you will have discussion board. So in the way that you add discussion board is using a tool link, you select discussion board. Available to users, submit. So I drag it here. So now we have weekly content and discussion board. If you are having online synchronous sessions, you can add your online meeting link here. So we go here and we would just add a normal content. We will say Zoom meeting. And if you have a specific day and time that's fixed, you can also add there. So learners will just take a look and they will know immediately. So available to users, submit. And sometimes, just like Collaborate, you sometimes will do a direct tool link, just like the way that we linked discussion board. I would suggest you to just use a normal content area so we can customize information. For example, adding links and adding guidelines for online participation. I will show you later. All right, then that's looking good. So we have online meetings, the weekly content, discussion board. Looks good. And then let's add another divider. Then next, say that you are having them to do some major assignment, maybe midterm or final, big projects. You can add it here. So we can just add submit or we can say major assignment available to users. Drag it here. And then if you have a quiz, you can add it here. But so far, let's just keep it that way. Then let's add another divider. So under this divider, we can provide them with some housekeeping stuff. For example, student resources, email, others. So the way that we do that is we're gonna create student resource available to users, submit, drag it here. And then say if you want your students to be available to contact each other through and within Blackboard, we can add a tool link and find email. So this allows them to email each other. So we will, instead of saying email, we can say contact others available to users. Cool. Yeah, so that basically lays out a basic foundation. And another thing, maybe here you want to say major assignment, then you wanted to keep the grades together with the assignment. So what we will do is we go to tool link, find my grades, available to users, submit. Okay, so we drag it maybe here. So the users will see the announcement, the instructor welcome, the syllabus, the Zoom meeting, the weekly content, the discussion board, major assignment, my grades, then as extra student resources, and contact others. If you want, we can even add something like that, a subheader. So we'll say extra resources, submit. We'll put it here. And then for this one is like assignments and grades. And for this one, we can just keep it as it is, and this one just as it is. So now you can see that, okay, everything is divided and it's kind of categorized into different topics. Now I want to show you how you can create your first weekly unit using learning modules. So you can go to weekly content and select a build content, select learning module, and title it as week 1, and you can have a topic or date. You can add a little bit instructions here, but feel free to leave it blank as well, and submit. So now this is your week 1, and once you're in week 1, you can create your items using a template, and then the items will be listed on the left-hand side. So I will show you. Task 1. Oh, usually the first thing is learning instructions. So we'll say learning instructions. And then we can use the template to fill out this area. For now, I'm just going to leave it blank. Now you have learning instructions. And then the second one, it's usually read book, chapter, something. And then a little instruction here. As you will notice, this will come. And we can add another one that says, watch a video. And then you can add instruction here. Yep, it's adding that. And you probably would want them to maybe take a quiz. So for quiz, it's kind of different. You have to select assessment and you have to select test. And you'll have to, if you don't have any quiz, you need to create a quiz. Quiz week 1. And you can have descriptions here, instructions here. Submit. Now, Blackboard does not automatically help you to link to the quiz. So what we need to do is, which seems a little bit redundant, we have to go back and redo that. Test. Quiz 1, link it, and then submit. Obviously, you need to put in the information again, submit. Now you have a little quiz here. Now say that, okay, after this quiz, I want them to do a discussion board. So all you can do, the way that you can link to discussion board is through tools and get discussion board. Like the quiz, you need, if you don't have any discussion board created existingly, you need to create a new forum. So let's create a new forum. Week 1 discussion, and you can write a little instruction here. You probably need to select participants must create a thread in order to view other threads in the forum, so people first talk about themselves and their views before they see everybody else. And you can select either grading or not grading. So far we don't grade it. And submit. Alright, now let's just, oh, I forgot which one we just did. Okay, so week 1 is something that we just did. Now we just link it. So we link it. You probably need to put a little instruction here, and our template will help you to do that. So far, let's put it blank. Alright. So now, as this week, it looks pretty good. First, we have a learning instruction, then we read a book chapter, then we watch a video, we do a little quiz, then we do a little discussion. That feels like a pretty good list of tasks to do for that particular week. So now we've created the weekly content for week 1, and that would be the base. And when you wanted to do a copy into week 2, what you can do is click on this arrow and click on copy and browse, and you would say, okay, I wanted to copy week 1 into weekly content and submit. Now when you will see this is exactly the same as week 1, and all you need to do is to go back and change up things. And I will title it as week 2. Yeah, and I will go back and change different things. I can delete one, reorder one, add new one, things like that. So by copying, it saves you time, especially if you have repetitive structures and writings and guiding questions or activity instructions. This saves you time. And now let's go back and fill out the rest. So instructor welcome, let's go here and create an item. Say welcome to the course, and you can talk about yourselves. And I will show you later how to use the Google template to build this part up with graphics and layout. For now, let's just create it. Okay, great. And then for syllabus here, we will just have a placeholder, syllabus, blank. And you can attach your syllabus here. Submit. Okay, so syllabus is here. For here, let's go here. and create an item. And we'll say Zoom meeting and guidelines. And so far, let's leave it blank. You can write your Zoom links, your guidelines for participation, which you can also use the Google template if you wanted to edit on your own. Submit. Okay, so now you have the structure of that Zoom meeting guidelines. Now discussion board, we already have them. Okay, so major assignment. For major assignment, because all you need to do is ask them to submit assignment, so that has a certain functions because they need to upload a document and you need to see the document. So you select assignment. Say assignment blank, and you can just create your own instructions and things like that. You can add due date. Yeah, all these Scott will go into details with you. Okay, so now students can just submit their assignment from this end. My grades, yeah, this is automatic. And then student resource, let's create an item. We can use the template to fill out the information, but for now, let's leave it blank. Okay, now we have student resources, contact others. Okay, so now we basically, within 10 minutes, we've already created a basic structure for your Blackboard course. Now let's take a look from the student view. So as students, I will see, okay, so here is some announcement. If there's a new one, I'm gonna see this announcement. Instructor welcome. Okay, I read about the instructor. Syllabus, I download my syllabus. Zoom meetings, I get to go to Zoom meetings and I see every Monday 8 to 10 a.m. Good. And I probably would read some guidelines. Discussion board, I'm gonna see all this discussion board. Major assignment, I submit my major assignment here. My grades, I check my grades here. Extra resources, I see my student resources here. And then contact others, I will select different people to contact for my course. So this completes the tutorial about building your basic Blackboard course structure.